Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Today is Tuesday, August 18th, 2015. My name is Rex Harris, and as always, it's an honor and a privilege to spend some time with you here this evening. Tonight, to help some of our new members out, our basic members in the Academy of Home Business, we're going to go back and go through Aweber again this evening on just a step-by-step basic outline that you can follow through this video so you can learn the basic functionality of this system. All right, so let me jump over to Aweber here real quick. Go ahead and log in. And here we go. Okay, so once you have created your Aweber account and you are logged in, and I encourage all of you that are watching tonight to do that, follow along. I'm going to walk you through the basic components here first, and then we're going to go through the setup again. And it's just a matter of going through here, learning this, and continuing to practice it to master it. That's how I did it. That's how everybody else does it. You know, there's times where you just need to come in here and just pick things apart and see how they work, you know. But I'm going to give you a really good foundation to build on here this evening, okay? Now, if you ever have any questions about using Aweber, they have a fantastic support system here, okay? You can get common questions answered here, okay? You can actually call them via support as well. They have a fantastic support department. And you can see down here also on this page, okay, that I got to by clicking help. You can scroll down. The getting started video is right here, okay? And then there's even more training down here regarding with training guides, videos. There's even webinars here that you can watch, okay? You can actually subscribe to the Aweber blog as well, all right? So all of this here can help you when it comes to Aweber. You just have to find it. So remember, one more time, you click help, and here you've got access to everything you need as far as getting your questions answered. They do have live chat online during these times. And then if you need to actually call them, you can do that by using the US toll-free number down here or internationally here. Okay, so let's go back to the home page, and then we're going to go through this step by step. How, number one, do we set up an autoresponder? Okay, well, to set up a new autoresponder, all right, there's a selection here that says Manage Lists. And if you click on this, all of the lists that you have created inside of Aweber are going to show up right here. Okay? To create a new list, no screen sharing. It must have jumped off. Try it again. Okay. Is it on now? Can anybody give me a verification if it's on now? Okay, well, I've got screen sharing turned on here, so I'm not quite sure why it wouldn't be working. Tony, can you see my screen? Tony can see my screen. Okay. Okay, it looks like my screen is showing there. So it's working now. Okay. All right, well, let me go back through this again here real quick for those of you that missed it. Sorry about that. I don't know what the deal is with that. So go over here again. All right. I was just talking about the help desk. Okay. Click help up here in the upper right-hand corner. All right. And everything that you need as far as Aweber is concerned is right here, including getting started videos, okay, strategies for successful campaigns, okay, all available to you through guides, videos, and webinars, their blog. If you have questions, okay, support's right there. All right, all through the help tab. That's where you find the additional training directly from Aweber, which I recommend that everybody watches. Okay, so let's go back to the home page now. Okay, and we're going to look at setting up an autoresponder step by step. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go over here and you're going to click Manage Lists. And this is where you will find all the autoresponders that you already have set up. All right. To create a new list, you just simply click Create a List. Okay. And everything else here is really very simple in terms of setup. It basically walks you through this. Your company name. So I could say here, Academy of Home Business. Company website, www.academyofhomebusiness.com. All right. You're going to have to use an existing mailing address in there. All right, because that's the law. So you will have to use a mailing address. Okay. You're also going to use which sender name and email address should appear with your emails. And in this case, I'm going to use my name and I'm going to use my sender email, and then I'm going to go to the next step. All right, and this is where I'm going to create my list. Okay, what would you like to name your list? Okay, and in this case, we'll call this, you know, autoresponder setup training. All right, and then briefly describe your emails. Let me see, email marketing boot camp that walks people step by step through how to use an autoresponder and lead capture pages. Okay, just for example. Right? So once I've done this, again, click next step, and then it's going to have you approve your confirmation message. Okay? Now, the reason that you have a confirmation message is because when it comes to email marketing, you have basically two types of subscribers, those who single opt-in and those who double opt-in. A single opt-in subscriber that enters their email address in the form on your lead capture page is someone who goes directly through your capture page to a download page, offer, blog post, wherever you're directing the traffic. They don't have to confirm their opt-in. What a double opt-in is a confirmed opt-in, meaning that once somebody subscribes, in order for them to continue in your system, they have to go back to their inbox and confirm that they want to receive email from you. Okay? During the setup process, you always have to set this up. So what I do is I just click the default here, response required, please confirm your request for information. Then I come down here, approve message, and create list. All right. Now, when I set up my list, if I look up here, I'm going to see that now the list that I just created is my current list and a drop-down list of all the lists that I've created in Aweber. All right. And in order for me to work with this list specifically, I have a drop-down menu here for list options. Okay. I've got list settings that I'm going to focus on here for this evening because we're working on the setup process. Okay. Now you're going to have three settings here. You're going to have your basic settings, which is your basic information. You're going to have personalize your list. Okay. And then you're going to have confirmed opt-in. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go through the basic settings. You can see my list name is already there, and my list description is already here. My from name is already here, and then my email address is very here. Now I need to address your contact email address within Aweber. In order for you to deliver to people's inboxes, you have to use something other than Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, or MSN. Most email providers offering you free email through the internet now will deliver to spam. So this is a domain name here, a domain-based email that I got through GoDaddy years ago that I still use to this day, and I highly recommend that you do the same thing. You can get these through Namecheap.com, GoDaddy, HostGator, etc. And if you're not sure about the process and how to do it, you can call customer support for any of those services, and they will walk you through the process. We've done it before. HostGator and Namecheap are actually, all of them are very good about their customer support. Okay, so once you have your basic information set, you're going to set your notifications. Okay, and I just usually use a Gmail address or something like this, because all this is a notification I'm going to receive via email each time somebody's added to my list. So I'm going to click Add, and then I'm going to click Save Settings. Okay. The next step, personalize your list. Okay. Company branding is already here. Again, my company name already came through. My website address already came through. I can actually upload a logo here if I wanted to do that. A picture of myself. It could be a business logo. It could be a host of different things that I utilize in terms of images. And I usually like to use like either a profile picture, like in this case I'll just use this for example, or an actual logo. So I click upload and boom. There's my picture right there. All right, my email signature is always going to contain my name, my web address, okay, I put my phone number in here. All right, you can put your social media cards in here. Okay. Rex Harris live on Skype, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay, something along those lines. And I'm probably going to just change that real quick. So, right. So that completes my signature. Then my social media and sharing. I do not share from Aweber on Facebook, but I do on Twitter, and you can actually connect your accounts here by simply logging into your Twitter account or your Facebook account. All right, and then clicking connect with Twitter or Facebook, and it will go through and connect with your Facebook account or profile. Okay. And in that case, I'm not going to do that, all right, because I don't run mine on Facebook, because I use my Facebook for both personal and business, all right. So, but I don't email broadcast there. On my primary Twitter account, when I do send a broadcast, there are times like if I'm going to do a workshop or something like that, that I will also broadcast that out on Twitter, okay. So that's the basic setups here. Global text snippets, I do not use these, okay? But if you want to learn how to use them, you can use them right here. All right, and then I click Save Settings. And then the next thing that I do is I go to Confirmed Opt-in. Okay, and remember that message that we just looked at there a few minutes ago? Okay. This is the same thing. There's the subject line I chose. There's the standard body of the message. What I'm going to come down here and do now, though, is I'm actually going to turn confirmed opt-in off. Okay, then I'm going to go down here and click Save Settings. Okay, now for those of you that do want to use the confirmed opt-in, and if that's you want to use that, you feel more comfortable with that, that's fine. Okay, once people have confirmed their opt-in in their email, you can actually direct them here to wherever you want them to go. Okay, if you do decide that you want to use confirmed opt-in, totally up to you. I don't use it, but if you want to, that's fine. All right, and then pass subscriber info for personalizing this page. Okay, again, this is not something that's recommended for WordPress users. This is not something I've ever even used, so again, it's just a matter of clicking the link to find out what that is. All the subscriber info that I utilize stays inside of Aweber, because to me, if you start, passing too much information around, then perhaps you violate somebody's privacy, and we don't want to do that. So when I'm done here, I'm going to click Save Settings. Okay. And we are good to go as far as the actual autoresponder being set up, meaning the engine that makes this thing run. Okay. The next step in the process is to set up our follow-up series. And the follow-up series is going to be the emails that go out from your autoresponder to people once they have subscribed through your lead capture page to receive whatever type of goodwill incentive that you're giving them. Okay. They have 3 different ways of doing this. They have the drag and drop email builder, which I highly recommend because you can build some cool emails with it. Okay, you can just do plain text messages, which will deliver, they'll inbox better if you're using the right contact email address in some cases. But, I've been using the drag and drop email builder. I've been incorporating some messages into images into my stuff too, and I've not had a problem with inboxing. So I like using that, and that's what I've been using. And then you also, for those of you guys that know how to code your own HTML, you can do that here. And again, here's another training video on creating emails in follow-ups. Okay, there's so much training already in here. It's really kind of pointless for us to go through and do all that. But if you guys, can at least grasp some of the basic fundamentals by having an outline video to use like this, then hopefully that will be useful for you. Okay, so to set up your follow-up messages, you just click the button here, drag and drop email builder, and this is going to take you where you build the email that you're going to send people. Okay, so I could say, okay, because of the fact that I'm collecting people's names, I always want to call them by name in the subject line. So to do that, I could say hi, and then I come over here to personalize, and I select first name. So when they see that in their inbox and their name is Bob, it's going to say, hi, Bob. Okay. Here's your free, here's your free email marketing mastery boot camp. Okay. You'll notice that I used hashtags in a couple of spots here, and the reason that I do this is because words like free and words like email marketing and stuff like that are spam filters. But I started using hashtags in place of those words a while back, and I noticed that I was able to bypass the spam filters doing that. Okay, how long are they going to allow that? I don't know, but so far it's still working. All right, and to make sure that you understand, which words are going to get you in trouble. Okay, if you go to Google and just type in words that trigger spam filters, Okay, you can go to ultimate list of email spam trigger words here, for example, and boom, here you go. Okay, and you'd be amazed at, like, I mean, think about the word friend can be a spam trigger, so can hello. You know, hi can also be. I still use it and I haven't had a problem, but I could also just call them by name. Here's your free email marketing mastery boot camp. Okay. Lesson 1, something along those lines. So that's my subject line. All right. So these are things that, you know, people need to learn if you're going to be an email marketer. It's just one of those things that goes along with this, and you'll hear me say this, and you'll hear Jocelyn and Laura and other people say it over and over again. You're either going to learn how to do this stuff on your own, okay, or you're going to pay somebody to do it for you. It's just the way that it is. It has to get done. It's a component of effective marketing online if you ever plan to turn a profit. Okay. So let's continue. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to create the body of our message. And we can do that through utilizing these different widgets over here on the right-hand side. So let's say if I wanted to put a headline in my email, okay, that was bigger and bolder, I can drop that here, and I could do something like this. Okay, I could personalize it for the person. Okay, I just use their first name. Okay, and I could say something like, congratulations, and then have that be Bob. Okay. Now, keeping in mind too that I've got pretty much full control over the content that I create in here. So if I wanted to bold that at the top, I could bold that. I can come over here and I could change the color to grab somebody's attention here. Okay, or I could do a highlight like I did there. Okay, that changed the font color. Obviously, I don't want to use yellow, but I could use just kind of a warmer red color there, not like real bright flaming red, you know. Blue is also a good color to use there. That's been tested. Okay. Congratulations, Bob. All right. Now I can come down here and I could add a paragraph in here. Welcome to your 5-day intensive yet easy to understand email marketing mastery boot camp. Right? Same thing applies here. I can do whatever I want with this. Okay. Left click and hold to highlight. I can center it. I can change the font size. So I've got like a nice subheader in there. So I bump that up to 18 and bold that too. Okay, and boom. All right, if I wanted to add an image in here, that's very simple to do. If I wanted to add even video in here, I can add video in here now as well. All right. So if I wanted to add a video in here, let's say from the training that we did last night, okay, I would just go to my YouTube channel and go to the video that I wanted to use. And we'll go to, because of the fact we're talking about email marketing boot camp, All right, here's how to create a traffic funnel with your autoresponder. We'll just use this for example. All right, now I just have to look at, what does Aweber want from me? Okay, they want the video URL, okay, which on YouTube is right here, right in my address bar. All right, so all I have to do is left click and hold, right click, go to copy, come back here, okay, right click again, click paste, and there I am. And there's, look at that, boom, it brings the video in right there just like that for me. Okay. So now I want, maybe if I want to add some social sharing buttons down there for Twitter. Okay. I just select the Twitter account, add Twitter account there. Okay. I'm going to authorize the app in Twitter. Okay. Keeping, Twitter would be open. Okay. So just like that, I'm done. All right. And I've got a follow button for Twitter right there if I want to add that. Okay. I could also add Facebook too. All right. But I don't have Facebook connected to my account. All right. I can add pretty much anything from here that I want to add. Let's say I got content that I want to add here. Like if I want to add it like article content, I can add article content here. All right. I mean, the list just goes on. And I mean, if you don't know what something is, put it in here and test it out. I actually like that better than the Twitter one. So I'm going to delete the Twitter one, and then I'm going to use that social sharing there. Okay. What's the divider do? I don't know. So I'm just going to slide it over there and see, and boom, I got a dashed line that I can change here to solid, dotted, dashed. Okay, I can change the size of it, 1 being small, 9 being huge, if I wanted to keep that. Okay, big part of just learning this stuff is coming in here and seeing what stuff does. All right, if I want to add my email signature in here, okay, I can slide that in here now. Okay, and that's going to automatically pull up my email signature that I already have in the system. And anytime I want to change any of these, like if I want to slide one up or down, okay, you see where it says move here? All I have to do is left click and hold, and I can move this stuff around here as well. And as you can see, it makes it very easy for you to set up a cool email for people. Okay, just like that, boom. Done. All right. So I click save, and then I click next. All right. And then I have click tracking here, already set up in Aweber. If it's not checked, just check it, and boom, there it is right there. Got a spam score is 0 on that, so I'm good to go. All right. Now let's talk about setting up future emails and what that's going to look like. So I'm going to create another follow-up using the drag and drop email builder. So in this case, I can say, again, first name, okay, the importance of mindset with email marketing. Lesson 2. Okay. And then I could make this a follow-up message that sends people to my blog where they could get training on email marketing, and I'll give you an example of that. Okay. This is a great way to get traffic from your blog to drive your subscribers, create content on your blog. Okay. All right. I've gotten 3 super easy sales triggering list building tips for starters here on my blog. Okay. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab this link here to the blog post here. All right. I've got a video on YouTube I could utilize here too, but I've got all of this set up right here. So why in the world reinvent the wheel when I can just come up here back to Aweber? All right. And I can say, let's say just get rid of this. And let's say I put another headline in here. Here's lesson 2. Personalize it. Okay. I can center it, bold it, italicize it, underline it, strike through it, whatever I want to do. Okay. And then, because I'm just going to keep this short and sweet and to the point. I want to get them right into the lesson. And I might just say here, in this lesson, you will learn ... and then maybe do some bullet points. Okay, how to set up an autoresponder. Okay, how to connect your autoresponder to a lead capture page. Okay, and then how to connect your mailing, or how to connect your autoresponder to your blog. Okay, those are the 3 things that people are going to learn. All right, I'm actually going to make that bigger. Okay, you always want to make it easy on people to read. Okay, so there's that, in that section there. And then down here, if I just wanted to do another paragraph, I can center this, and click here is a spam trigger, so I would hashtag it with a hyphen. Click here to watch to view text and video lesson, or for text and video for this lesson. Okay, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to highlight that whole thing. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to paste my link in there. All right, I'm going to click OK. So now my link is clickable in that email, just like that. And then slide my signature up in here. Okay, probably do something like this. God bless. I'm probably going to make that a little bit bigger. Okay, maybe even go a little bit bigger and bold it, along those lines. Maybe italicize my bullet points. If I've got something, in here that I want to call attention to, I can highlight, I can bold, I can do anything. So there's just a quick example of what an autoresponder to message might look like. When I come down here, I click Save, and I click Next. Now this is why I wanted to do a second letter in here, and the same thing is going to apply to every letter you do after the first letter. You'll notice in the first letter that none of this popped up. Right? The first letter is automatically going out the moment that people subscribe to your list with Aweber. Okay? Now I'm going to select when I want this second message to go out, and I want it to go out 1 day previous from the last. Okay? If I want, I could actually set the time that I wanted that to go out as well. Only deliver this message on certain days and times if I wanted to do that. Okay? I can also send messages based on each subscriber's local time if I want to do that. Okay? I have different options for doing that. I usually don't use any of this stuff. However, if you are targeting people in other countries, it's a very good thing to come in here and utilize this so you're reaching those people during the days or the hours of the day where they're actually alive and active and going to be on the computer. You really don't want to send emails to people when they're sleeping when it comes to marketing. Okay, so I'm going to send this 1 day previous, only deliver this message on certain days and times. So I could say that depending on the time zone that this is going to, if I'm targeting Americans, I could say 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time is going to be the delivery times that I want there as far as my send window is concerned. Okay, I could actually apply these days and times to all messages if I want to do that. So I know that I'm only reaching people at certain times during the day when they're most likely going to be checking their email either through their phone or their computer or whatever it is that they're using at work. All right. So once I'm done with my settings here, I click Save and Exit. And then Autoresponder message 2 is done. And you can see here it's scheduled to send 1 day after the previous message, which went out immediately at the time that my new subscriber opted in. Okay. A couple other things that I want to share with you here. Okay. Campaign sharing. Campaign sharing is, let's say I was going to build a system for my team who is using Aweber. And I wanted to give them the ability to automatically import all of this stuff into their Aweber. All I do is come down here and I select what I want to share with them. And let's say I want to send them all the follow-ups, the whole broadcast, everything. I want to give them the whole 9 yards. Then I click Save. Okay, what that does now is it gives me a code here that I can send to anyone who's using Aweber, to where all they have to do is come down here, paste this code in here, click Load Campaign inside of Aweber after they've set up their autoresponder, and all of their messages are going to be automatically imported for them. Okay? So that's a cool feature to have if you're going to build a marketing system that's going to be for multiple people to use. That way people aren't having to copy and paste manually. All right. And while we got a few minutes left, the next thing that we're going to talk about here is Signup Forms. So once you've set up your Aweber account, you've started your autoresponder messages, at least enough to get you started to where you can start driving traffic. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to set up your sign-up form. All right. And again, you can see, again, training video right here that walks you through the steps. Click Create Your First Sign-Up Form. Okay. Now, because of the fact that we are using ClickFunnels as our lead capture resource, you can also use this with several other marketing systems out there as well. Because of the capture pages that we choose and the fact that we want to collect a name and an email, all right, what I usually do, because of the fact that all I'm using is the form code, is I turn off the header. Okay, I turn off the privacy. Okay, and you can see by just moving around here, when I mouse over, it gives me the option to delete these little elements that I don't want. So when it's all done, I've got my name field, my email field, and my button. Okay, that's all I want when I'm using ClickFunnels. And then I go to step 2. And then I'm going to give my form a name. Okay, and it's going to be something similar to what I'm calling my autoresponder email marketing bootcamp. All right. And then I'm going to have a thank you page. All right. When a person enters the form, obviously I want to direct them exactly where they need to go to get the information. So let's say in this case, just for an example, I decided to send them to a blog post directly as soon as they opted in. Okay? I just grab the URL wherever I want to direct them. Maybe this is a sales page or a download page, whatever you've created. Okay, and that's going to go right here to redirect them the moment that they subscribe to your list. Okay, now you have the option here to open this in a new window, and there may be applications out there where you would want to do that, but a lot of times if you've got this kind of stuff and you don't you know, you don't have a legitimate reason for wanting that to open in a new window, never check that. You always want people to stay in the same window, all right? And then the already subscribed page, I always just use the version of this because if somebody's already subscribed to my list, well, I don't, you know, unless I had a specific message for them. Let's say somebody that let's talk about this for a minute. Let's say somebody has already subscribed to my page. They come back through and they try again. I could redirect them to a page that has me with a video that says, "Hey, it looks, you know, hey, thanks for coming back to take a look again. According to our records, you know, it turns out you're already subscribed to our list. So what can I do to help you today?" Obviously, you're still, you know, searching for a solution to the problem that we've been talking about, you know, in regard to whatever topic we're talking about, and you have more questions, okay? Maybe I could utilize this to offer people a free coaching session and lead them through to a form on Google Docs. There's all sorts of different creative things that I could do there. You know, if somebody who's already subscribed to this particular list tries to opt in again. Generally what I do is I just use the basic version of the page. Okay, but there's strategy like I showed you there and there. And then you've got advanced settings here for tracking that you want to use. And let's say I wanted to start with a different message in the system. You know, I could automatically start with message 2. And then again, you'll notice that we talked about that, either that past form data and stuff like that that we looked at earlier. So different things that you can do, all of which you can find out through the help desk here on Aweber. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click Save My Form. Then I'm going to go to step 3. All right. And then this is going to give me the form code that I need to add to most of the autoresponder systems that I'm using. And I went through that in the last video, and there's actually already a video in the Academy that discusses that, okay, in the Tech and Mech. And I'm actually going to, I didn't like the way that the first Aweber video came out, so I'm going to go ahead and replace this out with the next one, okay? So these are the basic things that you need to learn how to do with Aweber in order to get started with it. So my suggestion is that if you're brand new to this, take some time to go through this video, go through here and do these things on your own and learn this. Go through these a couple times if it needs, you know, or if it's necessary. You know, you're going to have to do whatever it takes to learn this stuff. And a lot of it's just through repetition, okay? So does anybody have any questions before we wrap this up tonight? Okay. What emails are you supposed to use for the follow-up with AHB? That just depends on the marketing system that you create. Okay. The whole purpose of this course is to show you guys how to go out here and create a marketing incentive that you can use to start building a list of the target audience that you have a solution to a problem for. Okay, this is about creating an independent system. This series is. Okay, you go through and you create exactly what it is that you need to create. Okay. All right, there are some pre-written emails already in the Academy. If you log into your account and go to Affiliate Tools, you will find them there. You can utilize those or take from those and make them your own. Okay? All right. Well, I don't see any other questions here. So with that, we're going to wrap up for tonight. Want to thank everybody else. I actually addressed that earlier in the video. To get a new email address, you can use GoDaddy, HostGator, or Namecheap. I highly recommend HostGator or Namecheap. Okay. You can get them there, and if you don't know what you're doing on the website, all you have to do is call the 1-800 number, tell them what you need, and they will walk you through the process. We've done it many, many times with them. Okay? Any other questions? All right. Well, if nobody else has any other questions, we'll go ahead and wrap this up for tonight, and I'll get this added to the Academy so you guys can go through and review this again and get it added to the AHB Tech and Mech group as well. You guys have a great evening, and God bless you, and we will see you again next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Monday Mindset with Jocelyn Jones. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to us through the groups in the Academy or the help desk. God bless you guys. Have a great night. Bye for now.